Your part is essential to God's plan for salvation. And telling yourself today, my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. What what do you have to do? What's required for this? Hold on. Do I really want this job? Well, lesson 100 from the Course in Miracles workbook suggests that your being happy, joyous, and free is all that's being asked of you. That's your essential part. Your essential part is just to be happy. Well, what? Well, then, God, why aren't you giving me all the money? Why aren't you giving me all the sex? Why aren't you giving me all the houses and the esteem of others and all? Come on, God, you want me to be happy? Give me the stuff, then I'll be happy. Well, as we don't see it because we're looking at things with physical eyes. We don't see that we've chosen to have an experience of limitation and separation, and that we set this whole thing up. And why is beyond me. It's just what happened. And to come back to holiness, to wholeness, to completion, to happiness, joyousness, heaven, is also just a choice. So we made a choice to experience separation. As insane as that might be, as impossible as that might be, some of us have come far enough in that separation to be like, all right, I'm ready to go home. And so we start to turn around. Now, to be separate, we put in all of these programs like guilt and sin, sadness and grief, fear, worry, anxiety, terror, desire and wanting, lack, anger, irritation, rage, hate, pride. We make all these programs so we will not see that happiness is available right now. Love is available right now. God is available right now, and Christ is here and now, right now. We make a whole bunch of programs that really make it so I do not see what's actually there. I just see the programming that I'm running. I see what's held in mind projected outwards. So to begin to relinquish valuing these programs that I put in to try and be separate from my father, to try and be separate from my brother, my sister, same thing. To start to relinquish these programs, uh, they seemed valuable. That doesn't mean they are. What this lesson says is just try to find the joy that proves to us and all the world God's will for us. God's will for us is perfect happiness. That's tomorrow's lesson, but it's also mentioned in this one. We prepare ourselves today to deliver the message of God's joy, God's love for us, by allowing ourselves to choose, to practice, to feel happiness arise in us for 5 minutes an hour. Oh, I really didn't like homework in school. None of it was really so bad. Some of it was probably fun, but I was so resistant to it. God's asking me, Holy Spirit is asking me to feel happy for 5 minutes every hour. That's the assignment today. I don't have time to feel happy for 5 minutes out. See, the resistance to this, the ego's resistance to that which is available is just ridiculous. So all we're being asked today is to show our brothers and sisters that God's will for us is happiness by feeling happy. Now, why don't we feel happy all the time? Remember, we've chosen a whole bunch of negative programming to try and be separate. So let's bring in some Sedona Method letting go. So in our practice period, we're choosing to feel happy. And what the negative emotions are is resisting, rejecting, and denying that happiness. They don't actually exist. Remember, it's an illusion I had to make to try and have an experience of being separate from God. But that is impossible. So I'm relinquishing this illusion, but I've been doing this for maybe thousands, millions of years. I don't know how long I've been attempting to be separate from God. And so I'm really kind of locked into this stuff. So to just allow that to come up, why would I refuse to be happy? Could I let that go and be happy? Now it's really interesting. It may take a while. I remember yesterday, nothing really significant was happening for me that I was noticing. But at the end of the night, I just started allowing myself to feel happy. And it was amazing. And so we don't know how much releasing it's going to take. Just know that all of this letting go, all of this releasing is building up. And eventually, all that crap that we've put in the way, obscuring our happiness, goes, and we just experience what actually is. God's will for us, perfect happiness. And it might come in waves. We might get tastes of it as we allow ourselves to feel happy for a moment. Sometimes people allow themselves to feel happy with some money or with another person or with some kind of experience, and they allow themselves to be happy. They don't see that that happiness is always available. So let's let go of some of this resisting being happy for a few minutes this morning, and then a few minutes an hour. Let's do some letting go. Your part is essential to God's plan for salvation, and all He asks of you, doesn't even ask it, it's just offered to you if you should open your hands to receive, is to choose happiness. There is a vibrational energy frequency of God's will for you. It's called happiness. Could you choose it now and play your part, your essential role in God's plan for salvation? Oh, what an assignment. Now, just trying, maybe choosing to be happy is working. Though for most of us, this happiness has always been there, but we're resisting it. And so maybe you're just in that happiness, yay, happy, joyous, free, God's will for me. Though a lot of us have made up some stories to not be happy, joyous, and free. I'll be happy, joyous, and free when you give me that money, God. I'll be happy, joyous, and free when there isn't war in the world, God. I'll be happy, joyous, and free when my mom stops being a bitch. I don't know what it is. Mom, you're not a bitch. It's just an example. Well, sometimes maybe you are. See, this frequency of happiness, we can allow up even all of this nonsense and laugh at it. But to just notice, is there anything that you would put before your happiness to say that is more important than your happiness? Is it important to be sad? Is it important to be angry? Is it important to have a grievance? Is it important to claim that sin is real for you or somebody else? Well, my boss, they said this to me, so I'm not going to be happy right now. You see the insanity, you see the lengths we go to make up reasons not to play our role in salvation. Your part is essential to God's plan for salvation, and all He asks is you to choose the happiness He has for you. Could you let go of resisting that happiness? Whatever came up for you, whether it's the boss or the family member or the money or the health, whatever it is, could you let go? Would you let go of resisting happiness and just allow yourself to feel happy for no external reason and not blocked by any external reason? It's just God's will for you. And as you allow yourself to choose, exemplify, be that frequency of happiness, our brothers and sisters look at you, I look at you, and I say, wow, this is God's will for me. This is available for me. And so, just by being happy, joyous, and free, you show me and our family what is really available for us. That's all you're asked, to show us the way. Your part is essential in God's plan for salvation. It doesn't happen without you. It's essential. And all you're asked, what's God's will for you? Perfect happiness. And so maybe you just go right into that. Joy, 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 joy. So happy, so happy. Maybe. But most of us have been practicing unhappiness so well. We're like masters at this for so long that it's like bullshit, Sam. Not happy. I can't even fake it. I've got this reason not to be happy. I've got this reason not to be happy. I've got this reason not to be happy. I mean, have you seen what politician A, B, and C did lately? Have you seen what's going on with AI and robots and they're taking over the world? And so what are we allowing, what are we choosing instead of happiness? Fear, resentment, grievances. Oh, and I can't be happy because I've made mistakes. So guilt and sin. Or somebody else made mistakes. So just opening up and looking where you would claim something has a priority over your happiness. Or that I need something out there to change before I will allow myself to feel happy. Just could you look at anywhere you're justifying not being happy, resisting being happy? My the the four women I asked to marry me all said no. It's true. So shouldn't I be really unhappy? And just noticing any resistance to being happy. And could you allow that resistance happily? This is an interesting stance. It might feel really weird to happily look at the resistance, to let it up, to enjoy seeing where you're playing unhappy curmudgeon Scrooge. Not going to be happy. Make a game out of it. And could you release your excuses to not be happy today? Could you let those go? Letting go of the feeling, letting go of the program, the thought, just letting that go as you discover unhappiness games you've been playing. And could you release some more? Just letting that energy unpack. Or you can even really experience, no, no, you don't have to let this go. I'm not letting it go. I'm not going to be happy today. No. And just really let yourself feel that resistance. Really feel how angry or scared or desirous. Just let it be there. Let it run. You What's crazy is all of this negativity really is a game. So may as well play it consciously. Yeah, I'm really happy to be claiming I'm the worst person in the world. I'm so bad. It's all entertainment, folks. Could you release this resistance or consciously hold on to it, let it run out? Because your part is essential to God's plan for salvation. You are essential to his plan. You are his messenger. We're looking at you. What is God's will for me? Says the innocent child, which is me, which is everybody. A lot of these people with adult bodies are really kids. We look to you and we say, what is God's will for us? So today you really get to practice. What are you showing your brothers and sisters? Same thing. What are you showing your brothers that God's will is for us? We're looking at you. What is it? It's I lost my job. I lost my house. I lost my kids. I lost it all. Is that what you're showing us? We tell some really great stories to try and justify not being happy. Well, God's will for you is perfect happiness. And could you maybe choose that or notice any resistance that remains to showing us God's will for you and us, that perfect happiness? Is there any more resistance? Well, I've got cancer growing through my whole body. I can't be happy. How could you do this to me, God? you know, everybody's got a reason. I can come up with lots of reasons not to be happy. There's lots of people who have more money than me and they're doing the wrong things with it. So, being happy is really a choice. And we just have some really convincing sounding reasons to not be happy. Oh, I'm missing an eyeball. Can't be happy. But there's even people who have lost limbs and are paralyzed who are happy. So it's not that. There's people who are broke who are happy. It's not that. It's not the money. There's people who are very, very sick who are happy. It's not that. No, it's not any externals. Nothing out there needs to change. It's a frequency, it's a vibration. So could you allow yourself to play your essential part in God's plan for salvation and find and be inside that perfect happiness, or start to allow up any resistance to that? I'm very creative. I can come up with endless reasons not to be happy. What are yours? And to allow that up, open it up, and either just allowing yourself to be happy or not denying or like hiding from or suppressing any reasons you've given yourself not to be happy, just opening it up. Part of choosing happiness is to allow up all this garbage we've chosen to build up other than happiness. Just happily allow that up to release. And so, could you just take any of this resistance, this denial, this garbage, this interference with your happiness, just open it up and just start surrendering it to God? Well, God, I was saying my sickness was why I can't be happy. I was saying what my father did to me when I was a kid is why I couldn't be happy. I was saying my bank account balance is why I couldn't be happy. I was saying that X, Y, Z, D, L, P, whatever it is, I've made up so many reasons not to be happy and just surrendering. Okay, I don't need that one anymore. I'm going to surrender that anger with my father. I'm going to surrender this fear about the money. I'm going to surrender this guilt about not doing the Course in Miracles lessons yesterday. I'm just going to turn it all over and just start surrendering the resistance and the denial of happiness. Could you surrender any resistance or denial of God's part for you, your essential role, and His plan for salvation? Would you surrender any resistance, any denial of God's will for you, perfect happiness, and showing it to your brothers today? And just watch what happens. Now, thank you so much for joining us, for releasing, for playing your essential part in God's plan for salvation, for showing me what His will is for me. Now, I just want to say that a lot of times people who get engaged in spiritual work or some of this spiritual idealism, they then make wrong of the negative feelings and attack them and suppress them even more. Now, in the Sedona method and letting go, what we do is rather than attack them or fight them or suppress them, we just let them up and keep surrendering them to God, keep letting them go, keep releasing them. Because they do run out. It's just programming we put in our ignorance and in our innocence. And so it's okay to allow this stuff up and to keep releasing it. And then to continue to release the resistance to happiness, to God's love for us, and the presence of heaven here and now, our enlightenment, to continue to release the resistance to that, the negative feelings and the resistance to the positive feelings. It's okay to feel this stuff. To deny it, to shove it down, actually doesn't make it go away. So this is why the Sedona method goes so well with the Course in Miracles, because now instead of denying these unhappy feelings, we know what to do with them. We just let them up and we let them go. And we can even do that happily. It's okay to feel these feelings other than happiness so that they go. That's something that's really important for our for spiritual students to understand, is that we have tremendous amount of negativity that we've chosen in the past that we're just going to have to process through and release by the grace of God. And so we walk with Him through this process of releasing just the mistakes, the ignorance of our past, to experience what is really available for us in God's will for us, that perfect happiness, that joyousness, that freedom. All right, that being said, have the best day ever. Could you maybe even start this next hour with just practicing God's will, happiness, and releasing any resistance to that? Oh, one more little tool. It's a very common tool, but I realize I forget to use it all the time. Is just to write down some things you're happy about. When we acknowledge the good things in life, they tend to grow. So acknowledging things you're happy about, that you like, that you love, that you're grateful for. They frequently call it a gratitude list, but it could be called a love list or an acceptance list or whatever you want to call it. Happiness list, things you're happy about. There's many ways to practice happiness. Ask the Holy Spirit what's right for you and enjoy. Best day ever.